What is going on? What is going on? Thank y'all so much for tuning into another episode of Beyond the Hustle. I'm your MC, Daniel Tadamy. Welcome back from the holidays, man. I hope y'all had a good time with family and friends. A lot of good food and music. Join with me, as always, is serial entrepreneur himself, Mr. Paul Renee Jr. Paul, what is going on? What is going on? Happy New Year,
Hey,
man.
what's up, Daniel? Happy New Year. Definitely another year under the wraps. It is I, your tax guy, Paul Renee. And yes, speaking of another new year means another tax season that we're here to help people save and their tax liability and increase their tax refund, man. But what's going on with you, man? You had enough of that holiday food? Did it fill you up?
Yeah,
Did you gain some weight for these last couple of weeks?
Not too much. Well, I hope not. I hope not too much, man. But a lot of relaxing. I caught up on a couple shows, man. I started. I think what was the last time? Did I tell you about Silo? Did I tell you about that show?
Yeah, you did. You told me about Silo. Yeah, I've been on Silo. I'm waiting for that new season to pop up. I think it's been about 2 years. That's one of the best series I ever seen Common in. That he was on point with his acting. Really. The John Wick movie that he was in too, he was on point as well. Common Sense, he's a pretty good actor, but he's kind of like Ice Cube. He has his own lane that he can't come out of. You get what I'm saying? Like he's got to stick to that character. Yeah. But it fit him well in Silo, and it fit him well in that John Wick movie as well. So, yeah, man. I think it was John Wick too.
Did I tell you about C? Another one called C.
C?
Yeah,
is that a TV series?
Yeah. So if anyone's watching, I'm naming a bunch of shows on Apple TV because Apple TV had a deal going on. So that's the only reason why I took it. Why I did it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have subscribed to Apple TV. But their production, dude, on Apple TV, out of all these streaming services, bro, Apple, their production, in-house production team is on point. I have not seen production level that high like I see on Apple. But C is a really good show. I'm a fan of the post-apocalyptic, let the world in. I want to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And C
isn't that with Jason Momoa?
Jason Momoa.
Is that what that one is?
Yep.
All right.
And nobody can see.
Seen that one.
Nobody can see.
I haven't seen that one yet. Yeah.
Oh, dude, you gotta. It's really dope how they did the story and how they built this world. Because vision is gone, so now they got to rely on the other senses, and so they really built this world where people are navigating without sight, and it's just really good, man. So I've been on that one, but now the one I'm on now is called Foundation. So that's the last one I was getting on.
Yeah, that's you on some old series, man. Those are some series that's been out for a while. The Foundation too. Yeah, I'm always on some sci-fi series. Anything that's taking me out of this world and has some different analysis of how the universe operates. I want some insight because I do believe there is some truth in what you see in some of the TV shows and the movies. They're throwing it in there. But we don't grasp it. But if you pay attention, you're gonna see some truths being spewed out there on those. But yeah, you taking a while, man. See, while I'm working, I'm watching some TV shows or I'm watching movies. So I'm a stickler, man. I'm stuck on movies and TV shows. Yeah, it's always been like that for me.
I stay late, bro. I always watch shows and I get on things late. I got on The Walking Dead late. The Walking Dead was done.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, The Walking Dead was done when I started watching.
I didn't get on it late. I got off of it early. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, okay.
All right, man. When y'all gonna freaking heal the world and make it a better place? You guys are just season 15 and having spinoffs and stuff, right?
Dude, Walking Dead is good, bro.
By now.
Yeah. Walking Dead is really good, bro. I got on that late. You know what else I got on late was Game of Thrones.
What?
I was extremely late to Game of
Nah.
Thrones.
Oh man, nah, I got on that early.
Nah.
Game of Thrones was always showing some promise. See, I like those medieval, Renaissance periods back in the Black Ages, whatever. I like those old historic shows that show you how life was back in the days. Because again, there's some truth in it, right? And you get to see how they live and how they manipulate the masses, right? They they just say, hey, we're gonna tell them this, and then everybody in their empire believes it and stuff, right? And it's like, man, are people really that gullible to
Dude,
believe the type of stuff that they're putting out? But yeah, it's a good depiction on reality.
They're always manipulating the masses in every show, bro. Like the
Always
masses are just always like, dude, it's crazy. But
a
there's some
small
truth
percentage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a small percentage that's manipulating the 90%, right? 10% that's manipulating the 90%. And it's still going on till today, right? That's what I'm saying. That's why I like watching them, because it's like it kind of falls in line of what's really going on right now. So I watch them and stay close to them.
I'm a fan of them, bro. I'm a fan of them. I got on Game of Thrones in 2020 when I caught COVID. When I had COVID in 2020, that's when I started watching Game of Thrones was my COVID show. When I was in bed for those 2 weeks, throwing up, that was my show. Game of Thrones. That and Impractical Jokers. Have you seen Impractical Jokers?
Yeah, I think that's staged now, because that's been on for like 20 seasons. It's got, if I ever seen them in downtown Ocala, I'd be like, yeah, I know who you are, guys. Don't try to play me. You guys, come on, man. You guys are well known all across the nation.
Yeah.
Season 20 and Joe, right? Like, come on. I think that's staged. Yeah.
Nah,
but it's funny, though. It is funny.
Funny, bro. I die laughing to that. Dude, if you didn't know, bro. So you see, this is I got this mic for Christmas, bro. My sister bought it for me.
Oh, really? That's why it's shining. It's like,
how does it sound? I don't know what it sounds like.
It sounds good. I just got to put on my shades though, because that joint's bright. But I tell you what, another thing that staged that seemed to go off of script these last couple of weeks since we were taking a vacation was that Jake Paul fight. That's something that that's something that is staged right there, right? But seems like somebody went off script, man. What's your intake? Okay, I'll tell you what my perspective. My perspective is they thought that Anthony Joshua was gonna stay on script, and Jake Paul probably said something that pissed him off, right? And touched him the wrong way and made him go off script and show him what that heavyweight right straight right cross feels like to the chin. And Jake Paul, right, his chin wasn't ready for it. His chin didn't go through any type of heavyweight tapping on the jaw type of training for 10 20, 15 years like these guys, man. What's your intake? What's your take on that, man? On that fight?
Dude, the fights leading up to it was really good. First off, Baumgartner, she killed it. Like, I'm a fan of her, bro. I like her as a fighter. Now, when it comes to the Jake Paul fight, what I will say, right, is I commend Jake for getting in that ring with that dude, with Anthony, because he was not going to win that fight. There was no way Jake was going to win that fight. Yeah, he knew it too. Everybody knew it. And Anthony couldn't lose, though. You know what I'm saying? So even if there was a script or whatever type of script, he couldn't go by that, because he could not call himself a pro boxer and all of that and lose that fight. So I don't know. From watching the fight live, I don't know, based off of how that fight even started, there was no way. I didn't see a script. That's just based off of me and my little boxing experience. I didn't see a script.
Okay.
It didn't even look like he even wanted to. If there was a script, it didn't even look like he was even on it and then switched up the program. He went in there straight on, I'm gonna knock this guy out, and he did it. You know,
No. No, so,
um,
so he even mentioned. He said he was playing with them to keep him around as long as he possibly can.
that's what he said.
So because people were people were questioning him. He was like, no, I was playing. He said I wanted to see his soul leave his body, so I was playing with him until it got to that point where I seen his soul leave his body, and then I went in and ended him because he knew, and he said he knew he couldn't let him win
Yeah,
because
no,
that would have
no,
been a bad reputation on the boxing
right,
industry, and he was
right.
representing the boxing industry. But no, he was toying with them kind of like a cat that toys with a mouse that knows that he has that mouse,
Yeah,
where he wants him to be, and he's just playing with the mouse and putting his paw on top of him and letting the paw go, and the mouse is getting away, and then he's like, "Nah, you're not getting away," and that's what he was doing to him until the sixth round. I guess maybe Jake Paul said something, and he was like, "All right, you know what? Let me just finish this," or he just got tired because being a heavyweight boxer, they don't want to take it 12 rounds. Those guys are heavy,
no, God, no.
weight real, no pun intended, right? So that they need to be able to save and consume as much energy as possible. So he was like, you know
Yeah,
what? I'm not dancing with him anymore. Let me go ahead and finish him. And yeah, I do commend though Jake Paul for being in it. And I think, just my opinion is, there was a script that Jake Paul was supposed to win, but Jake Paul immediately felt that Joshua wasn't going
no,
as
yeah.
scripted. Once he hit him with a little one
Once
two,
he
he's like,
got,
"Oh,
yeah,
wait a minute!" You know what I'm
we
saying?
off
Wait a
script.
minute.
Yeah,
This is not what we playing for, right? I didn't. This we
nah.
supposed to have these choreographed moves and like Mike Tyson and everything. Nah. So I
Nah,
think after a couple of blows, he he could
he
sense
realized
that
that.
Jake
Yeah,
Anthony. Yeah, he was like, man, maybe I'm gonna have to. And then he started running around, right?
dude, he had to,
Which is
bro.
that fight. Yeah, that was that fight and flight, response right there. He was on that flight response, right? Because I mean, come on, dude's a heavyweight, right? But it was good to see that Joshua um, represented. It was
Yeah,
sad though to see that the aftermath of the
that
ordeal with
accident.
him losing a trainer and his friend, yeah, out there in Nigeria.
So it
That
was
makes
a
me want to
trainer
put on my
and
10.
friend.
Yeah, it was one of his close friends and his trainer. Like I guess they were both
Ah, I
close
didn't know
his
it
close
was his
friends. But
trainer. I thought it was just two of his friends that died in there. I didn't know one of them was
no,
his
it was
trainer.
his. Yeah, it was his trainer, someone vital
Wow.
to his whole program, right?
Hmm.
Just makes me want to put on my tinfoil hat, man, and say, hey, when you go off script, anything could happen. You signed an agreement right there, and they're not just gonna feed you and let you walk away when you signed an agreement, and something's got to go, and sometimes they ask for it in blood. Um, yeah, things that go on in this world isn't as peachy peachy as people might think it is.
Yeah.
A lot of people agree. A lot of people agree to some of the things that they sign up for,
Hmm.
and then they renege, thinking like they're gonna walk away unscathed, and that's just not the reality of it.
Nah.
Especially when you're dealing with monsters. And there's a lot of industries out there that are monsters, and that's why I don't like saying things a lot of times, Dave, because you never know. I've seen too
Dude,
much.
I
I've
don't.
I've
I don't.
I've earned these gray hairs, man. I'm trying to stay around for a minute, right? I see too much,
I.
dude.
I
So
don't know. The way I will
yeah,
go on the conspiracy tip with this is like he never intended on going by script, anyways. The only thing I can
mhm.
see with that is that thanks, babe. Oksana says welcome back. The only thing I can see with that is if there were some people that bet on that fight and bet on Jake Paul winning, but I
That's
don't
what
know
I'm
what the
saying.
odds
Yeah,
were on that because when I seen what the odds were,
Dude.
everything was on Anthony. I don't know what bets were on Logan, or I'm sorry, were on Jake to win that fight.
Right.
I got to go back and see
That.
what the odds were and what people lost on betting on Jake. That's the reason why I said about the script, because from the bell you could tell that he was that there the script was not written well, that Anthony was not on script to go with Jake winning. Like he was just dominating the whole entire fight. You know,
Yeah, he said he was
um,
playing with them the whole
yeah, he was dominating the whole fight. I want to say Jake was throwing like maybe like 8 or 9 punches and landing, like his hit percentage was like super low. But yeah, dude, that's the way I would say people lost money. If someone lost a lot of money on it, I could see that happening because it's like, oh, you were supposed to go down, but and they're saying that's why Javante
Hey,
pulled out because Javante Davis didn't want to go. He was like, I'm not going to lose because I think Javante is undefeated,
right,
isn't he?
right. He didn't want to,
Yeah,
play that
and it
script.
was
But
going on
again,
your professional
um,
record. That fight went on their professional record.
we've talked about it plenty of times of how rigged this thing is, and it goes back to Vegas and who runs it. And I told you about the
Yeah,
referee from the NBA
yeah,
and how the mafia was coming after him. So yeah, man, the whole entertainment industry is ran by people who, um, you
the
know,
bankers.
yeah. Not just the no, not even that. Even just the bankers is just you've got underground organizations, man, that run that entertainment and mafia, not mafia, but sports betting industry, just sports betting alone. Look at what happened with those NBA players, the Chauncey Billups and
Yeah,
everyone that was associated to the gambling that was in the NBA. Like the sports betting industry is real, and now it's gotten to the point where everyone can bet. Right, you, me, we could just
everything,
pick up
bro.
our phone and we could bet on our
Yeah,
phone for
yeah,
whatever player, parlays, all these different terminologies and spreads and all this stuff. So if you're in the game, if you're able to be the one that's the player, you can control a lot of stuff and the outcome. You can tell people, like, just like that fight, you can say, hey, this is what we have planned and here's what's going to happen, and now you spread that to those people who's involved in those type of organizations, and they're betting on what the outcome you told them it was going to be,
yeah.
right? And so now when that doesn't happen, it's like, hey, this is what you told us that, and yeah, it can get ugly. It can get ugly.
Man,
So
listen, I listen. Somebody to tell me. I'm trying to throw something on something. Nah, but that's yeah. I think that's the only way I could see that going down. Um, I didn't for 1 second think that he was gonna go on script, bro. When they even asked him, because he took it what like 2 weeks or was it like a
yeah,
month? I think in advance. It's like
I'm not sure.
I didn't think he was gonna go on script at all. But people thought Tyson was gonna win too. So I don't know. Um, but
Insider information is a big deal. This is how all of our politicians get rich too, is with
yeah,
insider information from
yeah,
stocks and all that. So yeah,
yeah,
imagine them betting millions against something that didn't happen.
yeah,
Yeah, somebody's gonna have to feel it, and it looked like somebody did down in Nigeria, man. I feel sorry for the boys, and I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm just speculating
yeah.
again. This is all just alleged and speculations. But you know me, I wear that tinfoil hat, and I don't believe in
Hey, man.
coincidences, man. I really
Right.
don't. Right, and if they know that they can't get caught, they're gonna do stuff. They're gonna do
Yeah.
whatever it takes, especially if there's officials and people like that that's playing along with them, man. So
And he walked away unscathed.
um,
I mean, he had
no
minor
worries. I ain't
injuries.
got lucky. He got lucky.
He had minor
He
injuries,
got
and
lucky.
two of
Him
them
and
died.
him and the driver. The
Wait, the
driver too
driver?
walked away unscathed. The driver, yeah, the driver and Anthony walked away unscathed, and the driver is the one who's being looked at, and now is going to be getting some charges put against them. So
What? For what?
because it doesn't make any sense. Because it doesn't make sense. The driver's having some allegedly the driver's having some charges put against him again.
Wait,
Do their own research. Fact check me out there, family. Let me know what's going on.
So what were they? How did they say the accident? Because I don't know anything about this story. So how did they say the accident happened to begin with?
It's a busy street in Nigeria, and on an area where it's common for accidents to happen, and yeah, he got into an accident, but it just there's things that occurred that I don't even know all the information about. I wasn't there, of course, but based off of what's being talked, is things doesn't make sense.
Dang,
and apparently, I guess Joshua was supposed to be on the side where his friend was, but didn't. He changed in the last minute of where his seating arrangement is, and got lucky. But again, you agreed to something, you got to pay for it in blood. It's been like that with a lot of these athletes, man. A lot of these athletes. There's so many to name that I don't even know. I forgot so many of them throughout the years, but there's a lot of athletes that seem to have to pay it in blood, and they don't talk about that stuff. It's not like they're gonna go on the media and be like, "Yeah, this is some underground organization that's involved with this and this type of." I mean, they did with the most recent allegations with the gambling and the NBA players, right? They spit out some like mafia families that was associated with Chauncey Billups and all that stuff. But all you did see was Chauncey Billups, right? But they named some mafia families, but had the NBA coach image, right, as the face of the whole situation that's going on. But they're telling you like these are some the major league players behind this, right? And they leave it like that. They leave it like that. It's like, hey, this is associated with underground gambling.
We ain't gonna hear nothing else about
it's
that.
Part of it.
Yeah,
it's part of it. So if they're in that NBA, right? Imagine what other type of industries and sports betting,
dude.
In the NFL.
I wanted to know if you heard. We talked about it a little bit when I talked to you earlier about America going to war with Venezuela, which I don't even. We're not going to war with Venezuela. I mean, we're just gonna like take over Venezuela. No. Like that's just it. Like there's gonna be no boots on ground. People are saying, "Oh, we're gonna go to war." No, we're not. No, we're not. Like it's not.
It's Debo.
And so I'm seeing. I want to reply to these people. I want to reply to these people. That's all it is. It's a strong arm. Give me that. But people are. I'm seeing these posts and these things online, bro. People are like saying all this stuff online. Talking about America and Venezuela, and they're like, "Oh, what happens if Russia or China, get involved?" And I'm like, they're not. Like sometimes I want to get in these comment sections, but I just don't. I don't have the patience for it because I don't think people approach those things in good faith or even consider what America is, right? The type of nation that we are. We talk about it a lot, like, the type of nation that America is and our position. And a lot of people just talk about it from the sense of like Trump hating or America hating, and it's just not. It's just not a realistic conversation. So I stay out of the comment sections, bro. But what's your take on what you see America doing right now with Venezuela?
So to be honest, I don't know much about it. I just based off of what I hear, a lot of the people in Venezuela are happy that the president was taken over because he was suppressing the country. And at the same time, as it looks like from our standpoint, it's a message to all the other countries that are not playing ball with what we want to happen. Right? It's just a message. It's like, hey, you guys don't want to play. This is what happens. We can come in and mess up your whole program just overnight. Just like that.
Right.
So, but I don't know too much about the details about it. I know Venezuela has a lot of resources like gold and precious minerals, plus the crude
Oil.
oil.
Yeah.
That's now ours. That's now
Yeah.
ours, and I think they were like the world leaders of crude
Yes.
oil. But now it's
Yes.
mine, right?
Yeah.
Now
That's
it's ours,
body.
fam.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So it's now it's US. I mean, that's just how we do it, unfortunately for all the other oppositions out there. But yeah, you know,
I,
if they don't want to
this
play ball, we find a way to make them play ball.
so and this is what I want people to understand too, and I really hope that that the AI clips this part, right? This segment of the conversation. So like whenever there's a
Yeah.
country that's destabilized, whenever a country is destabilized, that's like the hugest threat to the surrounding nations, right?
Hmm.
So that's when these larger countries get involved. So Venezuela and the way that their economy tanked, I think they were saying like $1, and I could be exaggerating, but this is how like huge their market crashed, right? Like $1 was like
Yeah.
300 or like 800, of their thousand or something like that of their
Yeah.
like their dollar or whatever. But the it was just like an astronomical, what I'm saying, figure,
Difference.
right?
Yeah.
Uh, we just had Dub call in. What's going on, Dub? Let me see if I can get you in here. But
Does she know
um,
about what's going on?
what's going on?
Dubs.
Hi guys.
That
Do
that's
I
a
know what's
that's a
going
new
on about
that's a
what?
What's
huh?
going on? Hey, what's up, Dubs?
Hi guys. How are you?
So we good. We're over here talking about the way America just deboed Venezuela.
Oh, you know?
So I was telling him like the way that like whenever you see a country that is destabilized that way, it's a risk, right? It's a security risk. And so Venezuela is like so close to America. So you don't want any other country to get involved with that, right?
Right.
So the best thing to do, and like you can say it's right or wrong, right? And that's not the way I look at it. You can say what's right or what's wrong. However, the bigger stick wins, right? So I mean,
I think
you can you can
I
people
think it
can
was
get
a
all
message
upset.
though. Yeah, it was a message, man, that they were trying to because Venezuela's allies were like Russia and China and all the other countries that weren't playing ball with this too, if I'm not mistaken, right? So
Right.
now that we're over there, Debo and them, it's like, okay, you guys see what we doing over here? You guys ready to play ball or what? Right?
Yeah.
You want us to come after you guys at 12 o'clock at midnight too, and snatch you
Is
from
that when they
your
did it?
house? I'm just messing,
Uh,
but I'm giving my own little narrative to the situation. But I'm thinking that it's just a message,
yeah.
not an act of war, but a message of look, we can come through and shake things up in the middle of the night too if you're not playing ball with us. That's what I
Yeah.
think it is.
And I
And at the
don't
same time, now we have some assets.
do,
So
and I don't think China or Russia are gonna. And I'm not saying like, oh, they can't do anything, because I mean, surely they can't retaliate, but they're not. They understand what's going on. I I don't even think China or Russia even like. Yeah, they would have liked to have that. They would have liked to have that position. They would have liked to have the resources, and they would have liked to been over there
mhm.
so they could do what they want to do, whatever they got going on. They would have liked to have that, but no, they're not gonna. I don't think we have to worry about China or Russia. Like Russia has a handful right now, anyways. You know what I'm saying? And the war they got going on.
How does it? Isn't Venezuela like a small country? I don't know. I don't know this
It's
mad.
not that big at all.
I'm speculating,
It's
but
not.
how do they lead like the world in crude oil? Like how is that and I think gold too or something like that if I'm not
I think
mistaken.
it's like some
How is
type of
that such
metal
a
or something
small
like that.
place?
I don't know how they.
A
I guess
metal
just the
other
way
than gold?
it's the way that just the way things were set up. Yeah, they have more deposits than Africa, and it's like a huge disparity too.
See, that's what I'm
Like
saying,
the
right?
way they
Yeah,
lead is
that's
like a
that's,
huge
that's
lead
exactly what
too.
I'm talking
It's
about.
not even a little bit, but that's what That's what Russia is doing in Ukraine, anyways. They're taking their minerals and things of that nature, and their whatever raw earth, whatever the heck that is.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
The,
pretty loud, clear.
The only thing that I have to say, yeah, yeah, the only thing I have to say about any of this is I saw a meme the other day, and it was like, the government doesn't care about you until they find out you have oil, and then it was like they're like the Middle East and Venezuela, and then like comma Diddy.
Yeah.
Diddy too? For real, right?
That's all I got.
For real.
I don't. I see a lot of stuff online, and I want to comment on a lot of it, but I don't want to. I don't want to be looked at like a troll, because I really don't be trolling. I don't mean to do it in a trolling way. It's just like, what do people really? Okay, it's just like anything in life, right? It's in any institution, anywhere. If you're the biggest, if you're the strongest, if you're the baddest, if you have the resources, like, what's gonna happen, right? Like, I play a lot of Arc Raiders. Have you played Arc Raiders? Have you heard of Arc Raiders?
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah,
everybody wants to play it, but I haven't
Arc
played
Raiders.
It. Lots of people are talking about it.
You gotta stream it, Dub. You gotta stream it. Arc Raiders. If you have the bigger loadout, you have to
streaming it and buying it. What's the difference? You mean buy it and then stream it? You mean?
Yeah, like stream it online. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Dub streams, so like that'd be a really dope game for her to stream. But like,
okay,
if you have the better loadout, the bigger loot, like, you're gonna be able to drop anybody that you run across, right? If their loadout isn't as good as yours, right? And if you're a better player, it's just like any of these things. If my military is bigger than yours, in your country's military, and I have more of the resources, like, what do you want? I want what you have. And that's what they do in Arc Raiders. I want what you have, what you looted, so I'm gonna kill you and take it. Like, it's not the whole right and wrong when it comes to things like that. I don't think you can look at it like that, right? Because if you look at it that way, then we all just might as well just stay in our sectors and just leave everybody else alone, and no one gets to come up anywhere. But I don't know. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, it's
that
subjective.
Could be like purely
right
evil.
Or wrong. It's subjective.
Yeah.
And I think it's just human nature for us to want to expand land, territory, acquire resources to continue the lifespan and further the growth of our tribe. That's just human nature. So yeah, and that's where I guess Darwinism falls in line. May the strongest survive, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I didn't. I'm not too familiar with what he. Only thing I remember about Darwin is the little fish that people would have on their bumpers of their cars. That's the only thing I know about Darwin. In evolution, I think he was the one.
Yeah, the theory of evolution, and then there's like an island.
The strongest survive.
He found Galapagos Island, and like that's how he studied evolution and started talking about Darwinism and stuff. Because I don't know, it's a whole biology lesson about the theory of evolution and that kind of thing.
Really? No,
see, because the Galapagos Island has a lot of species of animals that only exist on that one island because it's so secluded and far away from everything that it's a case study in what is it? Competitive. What's there's another word for evolution. It's competitive exclusion. That's what it is. But that's what evolution actually is. People think it's one species turns into another species, but that's not what it is. It's if we're gonna get into a biology,
the strongest of the species survive.
It's not even the strongest. It's the most adaptable to the environment. If you have birds that are fork-shaped beaks and spoon-shaped beaks and knife-shaped beaks, right? And they have to eat beans and which type of bird is gonna like survive better, right? So like the birds that have like
The one
knife
with the
shaped beaks
spoon.
are like never gonna eat, and then the ones that have the spoon shaped
Yeah.
beaks are gonna be able to go like scoop up little beans, and then they're the ones that are gonna have babies. So then more and more spoon shaped beak birds are gonna exist. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Every once in a while, there's like a fork shaped beak bird that's like good at scooping beans, like throws its DNA into the mix. It's a whole thing.
Nah,
And then
never. I
they
never.
create sporks
Yeah.
or whatever. What is that? Spoons for spork bird
Sporks.
stuff.
I
Yeah.
seen this.
But
I seen this video. That's how I told you about Sebastian. I wasn't
No.
able to play it. I told you. I think I told you about it, Paul. But anyways, he was talking and he was saying how um, I did a reaction to it, and I was gonna play it here, but I didn't. I wasn't able to get it queued up in time. But his whole thing was this, right? I'm totally switching the topic, right? But like his whole thing in the video, he was talking about how a lot of people won't see success, and the reason they won't see it is because they're too divided. I'm totally like paraphrasing,
okay.
but like
Okay.
he was just saying how, and their focus is on something that really doesn't matter. He was like, take 10 years off of your life. Think about what you thought was important in those 10 years. You know, when you were that age, is what was important
Yeah.
then important now? And he was like, so what makes you so what are the odds that 10 years from where you are now, you're gonna look back and what's important to you now won't be important? And I just thought that was really interesting because personally I've dealt with that a lot in a lot of different areas, because what's important to me now at 40, when I was 30, oh my gosh, it's like kind of like night and day,
Oh
and
yeah.
then let alone my
Yeah.
20s, right?
I feel like that happens like it depends on like how much you're like a self-help person, because I feel like that could be like monthly for me. Like you could talk to me like you could talk
Mm.
to December 2024 dub is like completely different priorities and like person than like December 2025 dub is like completely different person than like January 6th, 2026 dub. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like
I can see that.
you know what I mean? It just depends, I think. And you're right though, like the things that you care about change, but it just depends on like where your life is and like where your head is at. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
Doesn't your diet change every couple of months? Did you just finish a competition
I
a couple
did.
of weeks ago or a
I
week?
did.
How
I
did
so
Yeah, tell us about it. What's going on?
well, I went to Atlantic City and I competed in a show at the beginning of December and I got third
Oh, that
place.
was.
Oh, shut up.
Oh,
Yeah. All
okay.
right.
We got to
All
get
I
the
mean,
right.
hand.
That's what's up.
There we
That's
go.
it,
something
There
to be
we
proud
go.
of right there, third place.
I mean, I'm
Good
rolling
deal.
my eyes about it because it's not what I wanted, but I've just been saying like you can't spell killer without two L's.
There
You
you go.
know?
There
Like
you go. There
I'll
you
get them
go.
next time.
That's another trophy, though. That's another trophy on the
It is.
shelf.
It is
So good
another
deal.
trophy.
Congratulations.
It's not the trophy I want, but it gives me something to like work towards and like
Yeah.
something to do. I think I decided, see, it's like we were just talking about this like 5 minutes ago, right? Like what's important to you like changes. And I think like if
Hmm.
you would have
Yeah.
asked me like 6 months ago, I'm like, I want to win. I want to be in first place, like da da da, right? But like I think now
Yeah.
the way I see it is like bodybuilding is the lifestyle and then competing is the hobby. Whereas like most people see it
Mm.
like
That's
bodybuilding is the
true.
hobby, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like now I just like competing, I think, and like win or
Mm.
lose or place. Like I guess I haven't placed yet, so I can't say that I've like lost, but like
Yeah.
I I just like it. I like the thrill, I like the pressure, I like the grind. It's something that I enjoy. It's something I can like put my energy into that way because also like you were just talking about, I used to be this person where because of the way I was raised, I was just very like success is everything and it's like who you are as a person. It like defines who you are. And I had this like ego death moment circa
Yeah.
December 2024 when I realized that like my career and my success is cool. It's a cool thing about me, but it's like not who I am. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
what I do and like my job doesn't like define who I am as a person. And then I spent some time being like, okay, well, like who am I? Like, you know what I mean? Like what makes me me? And I think like what makes me me is like my passion and my drive and like my like work ethic, but it's like I want to put it all into like the man, you know what I mean? So now I just like put it into
Yeah.
like myself, you know?
Yeah, yeah. No, that's huge, and I and looking at it that way, and you saying that, it's like, yeah, now you're about to win. Not that third is bad, man, because that takes a lot too, especially how many people are even
Yeah,
competing.
exactly.
That's
Mhm.
tough to begin with too. I remember my first like wrestling tournament, my first wrestling tournament, and it was just like I was so excited because like my older brothers wrestled, and I'm like going to like I'm in middle school, and I'm like going to the high schools and training with the high schoolers. So I was like, all right. So when I start wrestling in middle school, I'm like, I'm about to just kill all these kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my first tournament, it's like it's a lot, right? So and we're competing to go to state. So like I placed third in my tournament, and I was like, out of everybody that was there, I was kind of bummed about it because I'm like, man, and the kid that beat me, I seen him in the school year, and I was like, yo, I'm about to kill this kid. But so I ended up beating him then too. And I'm like, I didn't beat him when it count. So like I was getting looked at by a high school. Osceola High School was looking at me, and he was like, "Yeah, I want you to come wrestle for us." And I'm like, "All right." And he was like, he's talking to the coach. And he saw me at a tournament, so I wanted to like impress the high school coach. I ended up placing third. I lost my match, and I'm like, "You still want me at Osceola?" He was like, "Not after you wrestled like that." And I'm like, "Man, I was kind of bummed out." So I said, "When
Wow.
I see the Osceola kid, I'm gonna kill him too," because I went to Poinciana. So I'm like, "I'm gonna kill the Osceola kid when I see him too." But then I was like, man, there was a lot of kids there, and I placed third. So I was just like, you can't, you got to be proud about that, man. But
Yeah.
that's
I
my
feel
little
that
third
same way
place
because
story.
like my first show, I got second place, and I remember just being like so bummed. And I remember I was like standing in the back of the audience, like because there was like more show after me, because like the pros were going on after me and stuff. And this one dude that competes came up to me, and he was like, "Congratulations!" Like he was like trying to like hype me up, and I was just like boohooing in the back. And and he was like, "You got second place though," and I was like, "Yeah, it was like first place to loser, like first in line to loser, some shit like that."
Wow.
Ricky
Yeah.
Bobby.
And like I just like didn't even enjoy it, you know what I mean? Like I was so sad
Wow.
about not getting first place or whatever. And like now when I think about it, I'm like, fuck. Like I'm elite.
Yeah.
Like people wish they look like me. People wish they do the stuff that I do. Like why? Like like I might not have gotten first place, but like my life is great. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
Yeah.
So
I'm not mad
so
about
right
it.
after it was like a big bowl of spaghetti and some cake, or what? What's going on?
Um
Did you indulge in some of the taboos you wasn't supposed to indulge into
No,
as a
well,
reward, or
kinda,
what?
kinda.
No.
So, like, I think I told you guys this a little bit when we were like leading up to the show, but like the hardest part of
Mm.
prepping is not the dieting because I get to eat a lot, like especially at the end because we gotta like pump the muscles full of glycogen. So I'm like eating a lot of
Yeah.
carbs, eating a lot. I'm eating like burgers, like so many burgers, but like I have to be like dehydrated, like super dehydrated. Like I'm drinking like 4 ounces
Okay.
of water like a day. You know what I mean? Like so like after the show, the
Jeez.
first thing I did, I was like chug a Gatorade, like have a sparkling water. It was fucking amazing. Just like like so good to just drink something. But it was in Atlantic City and he was at the casino. So we all just like went to the Hard
Oh
Rock
wow.
afterward and just like I just ordered like everything. I think we had like table nachos and like table wings and like we got like fajitas and fucking like all kinds of shit, like little like pizza, just everything. But
Yeah, acting like fat girls for real. I see
I
you.
mean, to
Yeah.
be honest, like I'm in off season right now. I didn't have an off season
Mm.
last time because I got done with my last show and then I was supposed to be in off season and I was like I got the momentum, I'm hungry, I want to do it again. So then I just got right back in prep. So I did like back-to-back preps. I had like 6 days off or something.
Oh wow.
Okay.
This time I am in off season and um like kind of maybe seeing somebody and like I just spend a lot of time just like chilling and being like, you want to order some sushi? like shoot.
I can't do sushi, man.
Netflix and
I
chill. A
tried
lot of
it, bro.
Netflix and chilling then going on.
Baby,
I
should we
feel
eat ice
you.
cream in bed? Yes, obviously. like,
Stranger Things is on. Let's do that, right? That's
I
easy.
haven't watched Stranger Things. I told you, Paul, I'm late to
Oh,
everything, bro.
it's
You watched
it's
it?
not something that. Yeah, man. I actually I didn't even see like the ending because I was just disappointed of where they took it. You know, they had to
Okay.
throw in some questionable LGBTQ, situations out of the.
Always.
I was like, why?
It
What
was it
was the
was
whole
left
point of
field.
this?
I mean,
Just
you
out of
kind of saw it
nowhere,
coming. You kind of saw it coming. In the show's defense, they were like leading up to that. I don't think it needed its whole own moment, but it was like
It did. It was like, what was that about? Like, look, guys, he got me.
like
He's
I think
seen inside of my brain, and now I gotta tell you guys this. Everyone needs to hear this. Like, what is this?
yeah,
Good.
that part wasn't necessary, I think. But like it was
I'm not
already
watching this
alluding to
anymore.
that. Like the first 4 seasons, there was like everyone was just kind of like, I think this kid is gay, but like I don't know.
Yeah,
Then they gave it like a whole
it's
like
crazy.
20 minutes of airtime, and I was like, I don't think that was necessary, but okay,
Yeah.
It definitely
cool.
wasn't. It
Yeah.
definitely wasn't.
I
Um,
haven't I started watching it. My brother told me to watch it. Trey
I
told me to
love
watch
Stranger
it. And I
Things. I love
I
Stranger Things.
started it. I didn't it didn't do what most, shows like I didn't I give you 2 episodes. If I have
Right.
to give you 3 episodes to get interested, then I feel like I'm forcing it. 2 episodes is
Right.
good enough, especially if it's an hour long episodes. I just gave you 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? You can't
Yeah,
captivate me in
man.
2 hours.
I
It's
think
not
this is how I
happening.
feel about it. This is
I
how I
agree
feel
with
about it.
you.
It's like was it good? Was it like great? No. Was it terrible? No. It's very like let the okay times roll. You know what I mean? Like instead of
Let
let the
the
good times
okay
roll,
times
it
roll.
was like let the
You're not
okay times
selling this
roll.
show to me very
I'm
well.
not saying
Nah,
you should
Daniel,
watch it. I'm
it's
saying
just like
let the
it's just
okay
like The
times
Walking
roll.
Dead, man. It's just another season after season, the zombies and people coming to get your stuff. And how many zombies are gonna come and get me, man? Like, come on now, progress to something different. And so, yeah,
Man, Walking
it
Dead
gets
now.
just played out after a while, man. Yeah,
Walking
I
Dead
mean,
was
I was
fire,
watching
bro.
Walking Dead for a while, but then after a while, it's like, okay, did someone come up with a solution yet? It's been like season 15, and we still at the same spot. And the real threat is us humans. Not even the zombies. Come on, like
I
find a
give you that.
solution.
I give
But
you that.
it just gets watered down. Let's get to the point. It seems like a lot of these shows just want to drag it on to another season, another season, another season,
Yeah.
and it's like, come on, finish already. But that's what how I took Stranger Things. It was just it kept dragging on and dragging on, and I'm still thinking I didn't see the end, but I'm pretty sure they left it open for another season. Am I
No,
right or wrong?
that's the only reason
No.
why I watched it, like that I like attentively watched it is because I knew that it was going to be the end. You know what I mean? And it was just kind of
Okay.
like because I liked the show so much, I was like I will allow this to come to an end. It's like a relationship that is like in the shitter already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like we'll just let it come to an end. You know
We're
what
gonna
I
let
mean?
it
Like
end on its
we'll
own.
just let this die, you know?
Oh
Okay.
man, nah, I gotta. I'll probably try. I'll probably give it a shot. I was telling Paul before you called in, before you got in here. I jump. I get on shows late. Like I was letting him know. I just watched Silo, which was
I
like
don't even know what that is.
okay.
Yeah, it's
I
a dope one.
watched,
It's a dope one.
and now
Okay,
I'm
good.
watching Foundation. So I'm like on season 2. Oh, no, I think I made it to season
Okay.
3.
I didn't
But
finish that one.
Foundation.
Yeah, I didn't finish it.
It's oh man, I really like that show. But I wanted to say this, just kind of like going back to you guys talking about them throwing in the gay scene just like unexpectedly, just like in your face. This is my
Yeah.
thing when it comes to like shows and representation. And I don't know if this is controversial. I don't think it is, but I don't have I don't have a problem with representation, right? I don't have a problem with it at all. What I have an issue with when it comes to these shows and these networks, and that's the reason why I kind of got off of Disney, right? And all of their stuff. Like, I can't do Disney at all. Um, it's the blatant, right, and the forced representation, right? So like when you go into Walmart, right? You walk inside Walmart, it's like a coloring box of like people. You see all different types, shapes, and sizes, and lifestyle choices, and ethnicities in Walmart, right? And you kind of have that, and it's sort of just like organic in your face, right? When you watch these shows, it's like you guys aren't even trying to make it seem organic. You're just like throwing this representation in places where it doesn't even belong. It's just like, okay, I get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we want to be inclusive too. Like I'm all down with all of that, but like just keep it organic. Like, you know, one of the most annoying things to me of The Walking Dead, and which I'm this kind of it's gonna sound pretty bad, but I'm kind of glad that he died, was T-Dog, because like you didn't even try, right? You named the black guy T-Dog, like you didn't even try. You see what I'm saying? Like, Paul, do you know a T-Dog, bro? Like
the T sound. T stood for Tyrone. Was that what it is? Tyrone dog?
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, you didn't even try, bro.
Name Tyrone, but just call me T-Dog.
Like, you didn't even like kill him already. You didn't even try. Like that's my whole thing. Like just try. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I don't like. Just don't force it.
I think I agree. Like it's like love is love, and like let people be and do whatever they want to be. Like I don't care about other people's business and like what they want to do with themselves, but like and like let people love who they want to love and whatever, right? I'm not going to say what other people should be doing, but like does that even matter in TV shows? Like we're watching a TV show about like aliens and alternate universes and freaking monsters and stuff. Like who cares who's putting their wiener into who? Who cares? Who cares?
I want to see this alien kill somebody.
To die. There's a demon that's coming to chase you.
I care about this like wormhole and like alternate universes and like aliens right now. Like I don't care like what your love life is like.
No, nobody cares, and the aliens don't either. That's my whole entire thing. Like, and then like there has to be a fixation on it. Like, and that's what I'm saying. It's just like, okay, you were creative enough. Like you really had this creativity in this room, these writers, these storytellers in this room, and you created this universe, this world. You telling me you can throw a hint of creativity in you wanting to spin in this gay love arc, I guess, whatever you want to call it. And it's just like, you know, just I don't know, bro. I can tell when it's forced, and I can tell when it's in your face. It's just like it just doesn't work, bro. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I guess you said it right. It's inorganic, and you can see it just by that, just by on that basis alone, where it's like this doesn't make any sense for you to throw this in there. So you can just tell that it's organic. It's like how you're saying it, man. So what's the purpose? That means it's intentional that they want to get that message.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Right? So
that's my whole thing with. That's why I can't do Disney, bro. I can't do Disney, bro. That's just my opinion.
Those writers got in a circle. Those writers got in a circle and was like, "Yeah, we need to put this in here right now in this scene, and let's stretch it out for 20 minutes or so." Right? Yeah. It doesn't make any sense, bro. What's the purpose behind it? What's the goal they're trying to reach? Like, right?
But another thing about the show too is like I like it. I like the show, especially like I think something that happens with TV shows is like you build relationships with the characters, you know what I mean? So then when you're like watching it, you get it. Like it's like inside jokes between you and the characters, you know what I mean? But like if you bring in a new person to like watch it, if it's like not catchy enough, like you think it's funny because you've been like going through it with these characters for like 3 seasons or whatever, and then you bring a new person and then they're like this sucks, right? So this person that I am seeing, I was trying to get him to get into this show. So I'm like, let's start from season 1, and he hates it. He thinks it's awful. He's like, this is
Stranger
slow.
Things.
Yeah, he's like, this is slow. I'm not enjoying it. This is ass. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Right. So we watched like 1.5 episodes. He's like not into it. And then like a few days later, I'm like, oh, like the finale is out. It's like the last episode ever. And he was like, we could watch it if you want to. And I was like, are you sure? Are you sure you're okay with that? And he's like, yeah, I don't care. And I'm like, okay. So like we get like comfy, snugly, like to watch this movie or to watch this last episode. He's like, how many seasons are there? And I'm like, 5. And he was like, why has this girl's like character not changed at all? She's still like the same awkward weirdo that she was in like season 1. And it's something that like I didn't even like recognize, you know what I mean? Like 11, like the main character, she's like she's still just like fucking awkward and like weird, and it's been like 5 seasons and it's like I didn't catch it because I said like you like build rapport with these characters, and like he saw like the first episode and he saw the last episode. He's like, no, this sucks. And I was like, maybe you're right.
Jeez. I don't even know who that is. 11. I don't know who that is.
Oh, so you ever watched Stranger Things at all? Okay, well I will say that like it's only the last season that sucks, because I think that the rest of it is pretty good in my opinion.
Why they all look like they're 25 in high school though too? You know,
that's
like come on,
every movie ever. That's like every movie ever.
Now you guys are grown. What are y'all doing in the hallways, man?
Just think about it. Just think about it. They told us that Tobey Maguire was a high schooler playing Spider-Man. Yeah. And I think he was like 30 something when he played Peter Parker. Boy. Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh. Like I was trying to think of a show that I didn't care that them throwing in the gay stuff in there was The Office. The way they did it with Oscar. If you remember The Office, y'all watched The Office?
A Hispanic dude? Was Oscar the Hispanic dude?
He was a gay guy in that show.
He was a Hispanic dude?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even know he was.
Yes, bro. But you see how it was? You just kind of like, all right, because just think about it. We all worked with people that was like that. Probably went to school people that's like that. Yeah. It wasn't all like, come on, bro. No one cares. But you guys aren't even trying. But
putting out in your face like that, you know?
No, like, come on, bro. Like, and it wasn't everywhere you looked. It was just in certain places. But I wanted to. We kind of got off topic, but I kind of wanted to kind of hit on a little bit, kind of going back to what I was talking about, because I know we talked about you, Dub, and your journey, and I didn't even. I'm glad you said that, Paul, because I wasn't even thinking about that, about her show, but what I was saying about what Sebastian was talking about, like, you know, looking back at things that are important. He kind of equated that to, he brought it back to success, and how, you know, people are diffracted and they're focused on different things, and that's why they'll never achieve a level of success. And I remember when I was coming up, right, you always hear that phrase, the jack of all trades, right? You would hear that phrase a lot. I don't know if you don't hear this too much more nowadays, but you used to hear it a lot. Oh, I want to be a jack of all trades. You want to be able to do everything. And I used to want to do that, right? I used to want to be able to like do a lot of stuff. And I was just like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to refine this and be an expert at you know, in this area here. And if I need anything else, I'll go to somebody, I'll hire someone, because I don't want to spend my time and attention learning how to do that, because I want to master this right here. So I kind of wanted to hear what you guys had to, what your thoughts or your viewpoint was, you know, on that.
Of like being good at one thing versus like okay at a lot of things.
Yeah, because I feel like that's what happened to you. If you do spend your time, you know, focus on a lot of different areas or trying to master a lot of, you won't end up being great at them, because your time is kind of split up. It's sort of that balance that people try to achieve, that work-life balance.
I can't relate because usually I'm good at everything I try. So, like, I know that sounds like big-headed, but like,
No, it don't. It don't.
I don't think I've ever like
So no,
tried something and like not been good at it. So, I don't know. Maybe that sounds like arrogant or something, but like,
no, it don't.
um, no. Well, yeah,
It's
like I feel like
I
appreciative,
don't think it
I
right?
just
does.
Like that whole
go ahead.
saying is like a it's not even a complete saying, right? People really forget the end part of that saying, like a jack of all trades is a master of none.
Right.
Mhm.
um, but it's oftentimes better than a master of one. That's the whole complete saying, but everyone cuts it off from the beginning of the saying because
I've never heard that whole
even when you
saying
look
before.
at things today, I know, but that's the whole complete saying. The jack of all trades, but a master of none is still oftentimes better than a master of one. Because as humans, we're supposed to be complete individuals. We're supposed to be able to do a whole bunch of different things, right? It's just that
Right.
our world has changed so much that we don't even need to be focused on things. It's just easier to let other people do things. But the traditional, I would say the old, or before the modern times, we used to be able to do multiple things, build a house, do all this stuff, get our hands in, until we were consumed with all these distractions that are taking all our time. But even when it comes to success and what to do with your money, people do end up making money in one area, but then from that area, they're diversifying, right? So, for example,
Hmm.
you could be an entertainer, right? And you're making money doing, whatever it is in the entertainment field. Like, let's say Shaquille O'Neal, right? Let's look at him as an example. He was a master at breaking them backboards, dunking on people, blocking shots. He was the greatest, a Hall of Famer in the NBA. But he wasn't just one dimensional, as
Right.
far as, finances and money and economics goes. He branched off and started, partnering in different type of franchises, buying real estate, doing all these different things. So you can't just say he's just a master at breaking backboards. He's a jack of all trades. You see him in Papa John commercials, Dollar
Hmm.
General commercials, or what's it called, the Dollar
The
Insurance.
general.
I forget what it is.
The
The
general.
General, yeah.
Yeah.
That he's a jack of all trades, when it comes down to it, right? Because he's not just he's on ESPN doing talk show hosts, so are you trying to say that this he's not living up to his full potential? No, this man is actually literally a jack of all trades, right? And he talks like he's slow. He's like, yeah, man, I'm about to go
He
into making
does.
Dollar General, right? I mean, he has his speech better, but so he's got all this stuff, against him, but he's living his life to his full potential, man. That Elon Musk is another person. Is he a jack of all? Is he a master of one? Right? Like dude sending rockets into space. Dubs probably helped design one of his rockets or something, right?
Dude is a twat.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
right.
I'm sorry. I can't.
All that
I
stuff.
can't.
Right. So I don't think it's a bad thing that a person diversifies their attention or their focus on different things, just as long as they could create a template that's successful, that allows whatever they're creating to still be able to function, so they can and go ahead and focus on the next thing while this is sustaining itself. There shouldn't be a problem. That's
Yeah,
hard to do
so
in itself, to be able to.
That's what I'm
Go
thinking
ahead.
about. Yeah, that
this is
part.
what I think about it
It's
is
hard.
like if you are just mediocre at a lot of things, like if that's what your vibe is, you're just like mediocre at a lot of things. Maybe pick one and get good at one, cuz like don't be mediocre at a lot of things if you can be
Right.
great at like one thing. But like if you're good at a lot of things, then be good at a lot of things. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it just kind of depends on the person and it depends on like the passions and the things. If you're able to spread your attention and your energy and like just like be brilliant and amazing at like
Mhm.
a lot of stuff, then like why not? Why not? But
Well
like
put. Well put. Yeah.
if you are someone who cannot multitask like that and like is mediocre at a lot of things, then like maybe pick one and like hone in on that one thing and
Yeah.
like get good at it. At least be good at something. So if you can be good at a
Correct.
lot of things, be good at a lot of things, and if you can't, then pick one.
I think, yeah, that's a great way of putting it, and
It is.
that's something that like that that's something that I kind of like focused in on, right? Because I used to do like a lot of different things, right? I used to do a lot of different things, but and that's what my interest and my passion wasn't there. So I was just like, you
Mhm.
know what? I'm not passionate. So if I don't have a passion for something and I'm not passionate at it, I just don't try to go into it at all. Because for number one,
Mm.
I'm not going to do a great, and I know myself, I'm not going to do a great job at it, and I'm not going to stick around it. So I, but I used to do it because I didn't want to like say no to people, and I didn't want to let people down. And then I kind
Yeah.
of, I got out of that as quickly, because that will drain you in a lot of the wrong areas. And so I was just like, listen, I want to be good like in this arena. So let me get good at this arena. Now, this arena houses a lot, right? There's a lot of different things within this arena. However, like
Yeah.
this is kind of where I want to sit at, right? So that's kind of where my focus is at. But
Yeah, because I feel like
See,
that's what it
I've
is like for
always.
me. Oh, go ahead.
Mm.
Like it's like
Nah.
um I was saying earlier, like I've never, and I know this sounds how it sounds, but like I've never just been bad at anything. Like anything that I try, I'm like
Mm.
pretty decent at. So it's like if I want to put my time and energy into it, then like I feel like I can be great at it. You know what I mean? But that's just kind of
yeah,
how I am as a person anyways, and that's why like you I have to be like careful what I put my time and attention into,
mm-hmm.
because it's like okay, like when I was gaming a lot, like I was like when I used to play Ark, you know what I mean? It was like, oh, like I really like this, and the next thing you know, I'm like, ooh, 1,000 hours in 4 months. Like
Yeah,
maybe not the best, but like, was I good at it? Yeah, like you know what I mean. But like, then I was like, you know what? I want to bodybuild, and then it was like, oh, like my first year into it, and I'm like doing competitions, getting like placing and stuff. Like it's whatever I want to put my attention towards. It's like whatever I'm
mm-hmm.
putting my attention towards. Like I really like to do puzzles. I could probably do like 1,000 piece puzzle in like 3 hours. Like that's like kind of crazy, right? But it's like, do I want to put my attention to that? I can be good at it. I can be good at a lot of things. I have to not allow myself to read books. I don't know if you've ever heard anyone say that, but like I like am such like a ravenous reader that like once I start reading something, I'm like really into it. Like I can't stop. And then next thing you know, it's like 5 in the morning and I haven't like moved and I'm like, oh you know what I mean? I'm like, oh shit, like I should probably
Yeah.
go to sleep or something. But like it's like I have to choose what I'm putting my attention into because like
Yeah.
whatever that is gonna like get all my attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No
No,
matter
that's
what
real
I'm
though.
doing, Daniel, and Dubs, I try to give it my all and the best
Yeah.
effort, even if I don't like doing it. It just weighs in on me, and it's a reflection on me and my character. I'm putting my name on it. So if I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing anything, I want to give my all and my 100%, and I like to, advise other people to do that too. It just reflects on you, and then on top of that, the opportunities. If let's say you're working at a job that you don't like, that they asked you to do a task, but they could ask someone else, but they asked you, give it 100%, because you never know, you might see the opportunity that comes out of it. They seen that you could handle that task, or you took that task and did exceptional, so you might be able to do this task, you might be able to be up for this promotion, or whatever. I just think it just weighs on my character personally,
Yeah.
if I don't give my best at whatever I do, even if I don't like doing it. But yeah, I had a question. You got any reaction videos for us today, or what, man? What's up?
Nah,
What's up with
I
that?
didn't. I didn't. I told
No.
you I had. I told you I had some. Um, but I didn't want to. I didn't. I didn't. Man, listen. I was like, I don't know if I should throw it on the pod because it just depends. I try to like. I
No
told you, Paul.
worries.
Like
No
I try to
worries.
like. I try to like my personal reactions and then like what I'm gonna react to on the pod. I try to like kind of keep them two separate.
I appreciate that. You don't want to get us canceled. I see.
Not
I
that.
appreciate
Not
Yeah, I
too.
gotta be careful what I be saying on here because you're gonna clip me out of context and
Yeah,
make me
Maybe.
sound like an
for real.
asshat.
Maybe. You know what? I do have one. I do have. I'm about to give it to y'all. Let me just go ahead and
Actually, can I say a thing really quick? Can I? Maybe it'll
Go
like
ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go
like
ahead.
I just have a quick. I don't think it's gonna be quick, but it's a thing I want to say. Is like the last time that I did this with you guys, like actually like the full episode with you guys. Um, I was just being myself, right? I was just like talking to you guys like the way like I was being honest about like my opinions and like how I see things and like my views on the world and like what have you. And afterwards I was talking to like the guy I'm seeing and he was like I remember at the end of the episode you guys were saying to me like, "Oh, like the stuff that you're saying is going to like ruffle a lot of feathers, like it's going to rub a lot of people the wrong way." And like in my mind I was like, "Why?" Like I didn't understand. I was like, "I don't
Mhm.
get it. I don't get it." Like I feel like I'm just me and I feel like I make sense. I feel like the way I think about things is like pretty logical. I don't think I'm hurting anyone's feelings, right? I'm just like being myself. And then I was talking to like the guy I'm like seeing and he was like, "Yeah, I watched the podcast that you were on." And I was like, "Oh, like what did you think?" And he was like, um "You talk like a red-pilled dude." And I was like, "What?" I was like very taken aback. I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "You have like a lot of the same opinions as like like red-pilled guys." And I was like,
Mhm.
"No, I don't." He was like, "Yes, you do." And I was like a little like not offended, but just like taken aback because
Yeah.
like what I know about red-pilled dudes is like just the shit that gets clipped on like Instagram. You know what I mean? And it's just like
What is that?
them
I don't know what that is.
like hating on women and like I
Oh,
don't
okay.
like
Yeah.
like just like talking shit to like OF
Your boy
girls.
Andrew
Like,
Tate.
yeah, like Andrew Tate, like the Fresh and
Red
Fit
pill.
podcast, like
Yeah.
those guys, like those are like
He
red
doesn't hate.
pillars.
He doesn't hate
And
on women though. The
That's
Fresh
what
and
they
Fit
call it.
podcast hate on women. I don't
That's
think
what they
I don't
call
think
it.
Andrew Tate.
That's what they call it.
They
It's
hate
still
on
red
women
pill.
though. Yeah.
That's what they call it.
so yeah, so like he was like, "Yeah, you talk like a red pilled dude," and I was like very shocked. I was like, "No, I don't." And he was like, "Yeah, you have like all the same opinions," and I was like, "What?" Like I was like, I just I was like I said, very taken aback, and then I just kind of
Was
like
that a
started.
bad thing? Was that a bad thing, or was that
I
a
don't.
good
I
thing?
didn't at first. I thought it was a bad thing, right? Because like, especially like feminists and like a lot of like women on the internet, like really hate those
Mhm.
guys, and like they talk a lot of shit about them, and then they get like, the clips that I've seen of them are just
Mhm.
them being like super misogynistic and like mean to girls. So then I was like confused. I was like, what? Like, I don't think that I'm like that. But then I was talking to the guy I'm seeing. He was like, I mean, they're not always like that. He was like, they just have a lot of the same opinions as you when it comes to
Mhm.
like the traditional views you have, or like the way you see like relationships, the way you see like you know like dynamics between like
Gender
men and
roles.
women, gender
Mhm.
roles, like those types of things. And I was like, shit. Like I kind of had to like I did my research a little bit. I started like looking into it. I'm like watching like more reels, like watching more content, like listening to more stuff, and I was like, holy shit, like am I a red pill dude? Like what? What? Like
So, are you coming on today to retract some of your statements? Is that what you're saying, or
No,
no,
she's
what's
not.
going on?
I don't take any of it
No.
I was
back.
just wondering, man.
I don't take any of it back. I guess like I was very shocked because I didn't think that I was so unconventional. Like I really thought that
Oh,
like
you are.
the way
It
that I
is.
see
It is.
things and the way that I feel about things is like normal. I thought it was normal. But
It
then
is though.
but
It
then like
is.
So,
I found out that
yeah.
like women on the internet don't like the way that I think about things and the
No,
way that I say things,
but
and
it's just
I
the
was shocked.
internet. I'm gonna tell you like this. This is the reason why I say the internet is not a real place. However, it is a real place, right? I had to understand that too. Majority
Yeah.
of people, majority of people
Hmm.
agree with the way that you think. Majority of them do. They just don't say anything about it. That's why a majority of people will you'll get a lot of views on stuff, but you won't get a lot of likes and comments, because most of the time people want to comment or like something, it's because they just want to disagree with it. But when you walk around this world and you engage people throughout society, majority of people are conservative and traditional. Majority of humanity thinks that way. It's just the internet that pushes another side of humanity. Then that's just not real.
No, but I have, okay, so like just to continue on with this saga, like I was like confused. I was like, holy shit, like I didn't know that the way that I thought about things was like so different. I didn't know that like the way that I thought about things was like so controversial. I didn't know that it was gonna like rub so many people the wrong way or like whatever. And then like I was supposed to do a collab with this. I don't even like. I don't want to disparage anybody, so I'm not gonna like say who or like what.
Yeah,
but like I had already been. I was like I was working with this group, company, whatever, and like I had already done a photo shoot with them and stuff. We were supposed to like have like future like shit together, like more content together. Like I was supposed to like make products with them or whatever, and they just like ghosted me because they were like so angry that I was like, because they're like kind of feminist and like very like liberally, you know what I mean? And I didn't even think that I wasn't a liberal person, and I was kind of
like, they seen the podcast and they judging you off of what
they saw like my clips and stuff, like the clips that
God.
Oh man, was that my fault? Was that my fault?
You got canceled.
I mean, I'm not like mad, but like I'm just like
she got canceled.
I don't know if I want to play this video. This video, I don't want to play it.
Oh man.
I don't want to react to this video now.
No, I mean like I don't take any of it back. Like I really don't. I just like,
oh man,
I didn't know
you just
that
lost
the way
sponsorships and everything, man. You see how it is, bro. That's why I don't like talking. That's why I don't like saying.
Oh man.
The irony of it is when I did that episode, I was like saying to you guys, I was like, yeah, like I don't put my opinions like on the internet.
She did say that. She wrote me. She wrote me. Yep. She wrote me and on IG and said that. But I don't. Yeah. But here's my thing. The reason. Oh, were you finished? I don't want to just go.
Well,
off.
Okay. I'll just like real quick. Yeah. So like they just like ghosted me. They're not like working with me anymore. I was like, fuck.
Wow.
Like I didn't know that. And then like I was asking my friends to like watch the podcast episode, right? And like some of like my girlfriends, like the ones that I compete with, they were just like very like not upset with me, but they were like, well, I didn't know that you thought like that. And I was like, whoa, like what's wrong with the way that I think about things, you guys? Like,
and I told you that though. I already told you that though, didn't
we?
I?
Did tell her that. We told her that on the show. We was like, because I was like, yo, you have a real like traditional. I look, but I'm gonna tell you like this.
They're coming after you.
But I'm gonna say it like this too. Like you can't. I mean, the way you look at it and the way you view things, it's not bad, right?
I don't think it's bad.
It's not. But the thing about it is, it's not, and that's why I don't understand people who like. There's people that watch my stuff or that I've had even on the sit down who like we disagreed. Like they had alternative lifestyles. They didn't believe. I had some atheists on my show. I had all different type of walks on my show, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that we have to like get into a space like for them to say, "Oh, I don't want to work with you." So we not gonna get money together or get stuff together because like that doesn't have to. It doesn't have to taint or hurt the relationship. It doesn't have to taint or hurt the progress that we're trying to make because we have different views. And that's my whole entire thing throughout everything that I put out on my content. It's like, yo, I can disagree with people. We don't have to agree. However, we don't have to nuke the relationship. Like that to me, that's the problem. Us having different views is not the problem. Us not agreeing is not the problem.
Here's another thing too, Dan. I don't mean to cut you off, right? And Doug, I could almost just off of the analysis. I don't remember if you said it or not. The people who you were supposed to collab with were mainly women, right? And you offended them. Okay, yeah, and that's just the way it is. And see, and this is the reason why women who know better can't say anything to correct women who don't know better, because they will get ostracized. They would freaking put your head on a plate because you're telling them that what they're doing is wrong, and they don't want to hear it. You're supposed to be in support of what they're doing, because you're a woman. We're team woman. You're not supposed to tell them what they're doing is bad, right?
You're totally right. But the thing that like shocked me, and the thing that shocked me about it, like another thing that shocked me about it, besides the whole like literally the guy I was dating, that I'm dating, he was like, you talked like a red pill dude. That was like the first thing where I was like, what? I am shocked, right? I was like, I thought I hated red pill dudes. You're telling me like I talk like red pill dudes? Like, no. Okay, whoa, like mind blown, right? And then I'm shocked again, because now it's like, at the end of that episode, you said to me, they're gonna start calling you a pick-me, and I was like, what? Like, I was confused. I'm like, I'm not a pick-me. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then when I was talking to Drew, I was talking to the guy that I'm dating. He was like, if people see the podcast, like, women are gonna start calling you a pick-me, and I was like, what? And I was like so confused. So he's like showing me reels and stuff of like these these like trad wives and like conservative women or whatever, and like they have like similar views to me, and like feminists are like in their comments like fucking flaming these women, being like, you're a fucking pick me, like da 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 da. And I was like, bro, like what makes me a pick me? Like, I am a fucking rocket scientist, I am a bodybuilder, like I am a self-sufficient woman, like, so I want to like be a woman. I want to be a feminine woman. Like, you know what I mean?
You didn't see what they were doing.
That's weird.
You didn't see what they were doing with. You didn't see what they were doing with Cooking with Kaya. She was
they
cooking.
Killed her.
She was just cooking it. That's it. She was just cooking and telling women, "Hey, you need to cook for your man." That's it. She wasn't any conservative. She was even twerking, while she was cooking. But they
canceled
her up.
They can't. And now she just does hair. Basically, now she just does
just hair. Because she was telling women to cook for your man, or I'm gonna cook for your man. So it's tough, man. When you telling women to do what you're supposed to do, you will get crucified. They will come after you.
And that's why I say it's weird, right? Because there is nothing wrong. It's like, bro, you can't, as a woman, you can't do what a man likes, right? Because men would be like, oh, I don't want fake hair, I don't want big eyelashes, I don't want big nails, boom, boom, boom. And what do women say? Oh, it doesn't matter, I'm gonna do it because I want it. All right, do what you want, but don't expect no man to want that. Majority of men don't want that. And then, like, if a woman says, oh, I want to be natural, I don't want, oh, you want to be a pick me. Whoa, I want to get picked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching a lady who said that. She was just like, men will say I don't like this XYZ. And so the lady was like, okay, I want you to pick me, so I'm not going to do it. And now it's a problem that she doesn't do fake hair, or she doesn't do, and it's a black woman saying that. And I'm just like, bro, this world is so backwards. And that's the reason why I get online and I just say what I want to say, because they're backwards.
I was so confused, and I'm still confused, because I feel like all of a sudden I'm getting labeled as a pick me, when it's like, how though? Like, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't
because
actually.
You're not backwards.
I feel like I don't do anything. Like, I'm doing this because I want people to like me. I'm doing this because I want people to pick me. I'm like, I do this because like I feel like that's how I was raised. I think it's right. You know what I mean?
It makes sense.
And it's like, it makes sense to me. Like, and the thing is, like, the people that are like pick me's, like the ones that are like getting flamed on the internet, it's like usually like they are trying to like be traditional wives, like not work and like whatever, and it's like, I literally like have a 9 to 5 and like pay my own bills and like own a house and stuff. Like, how am I, like, I don't need a man, like but because I feel like you should respect like your man, like the one that like you choose, then I'm a pick me. Like, I'm so confusion right now. Like,
yeah.
First off, respect yourself, right? That's what
facts.
It's about.
Let me see. Well, I'm telling you, bro. Now
you're not a candle.
Based
get
off
burnt out. Human being.
Oh wait, hold on, stop that. Based off of which I did something to this one, but I want to see what y'all say. Did you see this, Dub?
This one, no. I saw the last one you just played, the Burnout one. I think we talked about that one last time.
But you haven't seen this one.
We did the Burnout.
No.
Neither of you guys have seen this one.
No.
Okay. Based off of what you just said, I don't want to react to this now. I don't want to get y'all in trouble. I don't want to get. I don't want to get. I don't want to do this to y'all.
But I tell you, I'm about to sign out so you guys can do it to yourselves because I'm not gonna get involved in any of this stuff. You know,
you don't want to be in on this one.
Targeted. Nah, I don't want to be. I don't want the smoke. Nah, but go ahead. I'm just messing.
It's okay. We can do this way, and then I know you got. We can do this way, and then we'll be done with it. We can close out the show. All right. So check this out.
One's got to go. Black History Month, Pride Month, civil rights, or video games.
Fuck you. You're
Wait, what?
You are a piece of shit, dude.
I know for a fact.
I'm starting over for the.
One's got to go. Black History Month, Pride Month, civil rights, or video games.
Fuck you. You're a piece of shit. You are a piece of shit, dude.
I know for a fact it's one of the first three. I know for a fact.
God. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm gonna let you stew in it. I'm gonna go grab a beer.
Oh no. Oh no. How do I say this? I can't get rid of video games. I can't. You would be hurting way more people getting rid of video games than you would the other ones.
However you want to justify it's fine with me.
Black History Month, because we should be celebrating Black history every day.
That's a cop-out as fuck. That's a cop-out as fuck. Jesus.
That was an easy one. That was an easy one for
Look at this guy. The correct answer is Pride Month, by the way, everyone.
Civil rights? I get what you meant. You can't have Pride Month or Black History Month without civil rights. So that's clearly a no. Am I fighting the blacks or the gays? I guess I'm going to fight the gays. Pride Month, see you later.
I'm so hot, dude. I'm so hot now. I'm sweating like crazy.
Forget that I even said that. I hate you for this question. I hate you for this fucking shit. Delete it. Delete the podcast. Delete your fucking everything about you.
Dude, I made Ryan short circuit.
Okay, so that I didn't want to show you guys that one, but I did. So if you don't want to,
I think it's funny. I think it's funny, and I'm gonna plead the fifth, but
you don't gotta give.
I'll go ahead.
You don't gotta give your answer, but I gave my answer.
I'll give my 2 cents. I think all of them should go. I don't think all of them is necessary, man. We don't need any of those months, man. We don't need a Black History Month.
No,
we don't need a Pride Month. I mean, the video games could stay.
It's not going to be video games. That's the crazy part.
No, it's definitely not going to be.
It's not going to be.
And we don't need a civil rights month. We don't need all of these things to remind us of how messed up things were in the past. We just need to be focusing on the future, man. I don't like that whole reminiscing on the past and having kids remember how messed up things were, 100, 200, 400 years ago. Let's talk about, how we're moving forward and how we're going to make this country better, right? And instead of 12 years of a slave, 12 days a slave type of movies that comes out, reminding us that
every
people were
year,
slaves, and
bro.
color purple movies and things like that. Like, we don't need all that to remind us how things used to be in the past, man. Let's focus on making this country, world, community a better place, man. So take all of them out. That's what I think.
I didn't agree with what he said. Like, you can't have Pride Month or Black History without civil rights. I don't see how Pride Month and Black History Month kind of got together. Like, I don't get that. But
and that's what they did. That's what they did. They made it a black problem,
civil rights thing.
A civil rights thing, because they wanted us to be included in their fight. But regardless, I don't think Black History Month, Pride Month, or Civil Rights Month should be something that's celebrated.
No,
man.
I don't think so.
I think I don't know if this is a controversial opinion, but Like, why are there all the months anyways? I'm just curious.
That's what I'm
Like, you
saying.
know what I mean? Because
Right.
I almost feel like it's just like a reason. Like, you know how they say that like they just make holidays to like sell Hallmark cards?
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like it's just kind of like they just want to have a reason to market things almost.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I
Yep.
mean? Just like, let's make beers rainbow this month. like sell more. I don't know, right? Like
Consumerism.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I remember
that's the point.
I remember like thinking this one time, like, okay, so I have a Peloton. And Peloton sells clothes, right? And like they celebrate all the months. They're like Peloton's like very inclusive as like a company. So like, you know, they have like their like clothing line that comes out. And I remember like for Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, which like what a fucking mouthful, first of all. Like they they released like these cool like workout tops and pants that had like flowers and it was like all tropical looking and shit, and I was like, ooh, like I really want to buy this, right? And it was just like so expensive because it was for Asian Heritage and Pacific Islander Month or whatever, and I was like, I just want the fucking sports bra with the pretty flowers on it, but you're gonna market it for like double the price
Right.
because it's like for this month like thing. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't even want to buy it. You know what I mean?
Nah, it's pointless, bro. I don't get into all that. I don't understand it. I don't need a month. I don't think anyone should have a month. But that's the way that keeps us divided too. Oh, you got a month and we don't have one. Like it's. But what I will say is, I'm glad we didn't get a slave movie last year, though. Now that I think about it,
Right.
No, round of applause to Hollywood for that, bro.
We're gonna get we're gonna get a
now we're gonna get one
here soon.
Now we're gonna because I said that we're gonna get one.
Because you said it. Because there's gonna be two this year.
Two. But man, I appreciate you for sitting there with us, Deb. I know I hit you up last minute too.
No, I feel bad. I was late because I forgot about all the New Year's resolutioners that be at the gym all of a sudden.
Oh.
And so like I went to the gym and I was like, I'm gonna get a quick leg day in before I do this podcast. And it's like 9 at night, so I was thinking it was like 8:20, 8:30 when I got there, and I thought it was gonna be like pretty empty, and it was packed. And I'm just like, I don't want to be a dick because it's like, you go Glen Coco, if you want to be on your fitness, like get on your fit. I'm never gonna tell people not to work out, like good for you, but it's just kind of like, ugh, like get out of my gym.
I'll tell them for you. Yeah. No New Year resolution gymmers, bro, because y'all gonna be done by next month anyways, and we didn't even talk about that. Yeah. We gotta talk about New Year's resolutions, bro.
Yeah, so many things.
I don't do New Year's resolutions.
Also, I didn't talk to you guys about the holidays. I hope your holidays were lovely. You know.
Oh yeah. I told him I got this mic. My sister bought me this mic for Christmas.
Oh, how nice.
She gave me a new mic. She got me a new mic. So I said, yeah, I'm gonna try it. I gotta see what it sounds like though. So I'll see what it sounds like once I watch this back, I guess.
I mean, it sounds great to me. I want a new
mic.
That's
good. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in, man. We're gonna come back next week. We're just coming back for the New Year's, and then I'm gonna have some videos for next week. And it's tax season, so make sure y'all hit up the Paul. Oh yeah, yeah.
Just kidding.
Make sure I hit up Paul taxmoney123.com because tax season is upon us. It's not even around the corner anymore. It's upon us. I just froze.
It is here, definitely.
Yeah,
it is here.
So I appreciate y'all.
Close to home service. Hit us up.
Yeah. All right. Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all later.